President Dr. Arif Alvi said peace in Afghanistan would set the region on the path of economic prosperity, and especially Pakistan would attract more investment and business opportunities. In an interview to a private television, he said if Afghanistan remained peaceful and without Indian interference, it would become a bonanza for Pakistan. A lot of development was needed in Afghanistan, and experts and professionals from Pakistan could contribute to reconstructions and development of its neighbor, he added. To a question, he said Taliban assured the land of Afghanistan would not be used for terrorism against any other country. Taliban had expressed their support to the Kashmiri cause, he observed. He said Prime Minister Imran Khan and his party consistently saying the war is not a solution to the Afghan issue. Pakistan was wrongly held responsible for what happened in Afghanistan, he stressed. The president said uncertainty in Afghanistan suited India, which with the bizarre Citizenship Act deprived of citizenship a large segment of its population because it lacked documents. He said India was taking an anti-Muslim, anti-Pakistan and anti-Kashmir stance. The president said Pakistan set an example for others with the way it tackled the coronavirus pandemic, whereas countries like India mismanaged the situation. The new reality in Afghanistan should be accepted by the international community and engage with it for peace and constancy in the region. Foreign Minister Shah Mehmood, while talking to media in Islamabad along with his Spanish counterpart Jose Manuel Alvarez, said that segregating Afghanistan will have serious consequences. The method of pressure and coercion has not worked, and we got to adopt a new optimistic approach regarding Afghanistan, stated the top diplomat in Pakistan. Shah Mehmood Qureshi, while denoting the withdrawal flights from Kabul that started on Thursday after the US withdrawal on August 30, said this safe passage is in sync with the demand of the Europeans and added that we need to encourage the Taliban to stay on course. Qureshi asked the international community to play its part in Afghanistan's economic retrieval and steadiness. He further added that the economic crisis in Afghanistan is not in anyone's favor. We have to save Afghanistan from the situation of a humanitarian crisis, Qureshi said. To prevent an economic disaster in the war-torn country, he recommended that the verdict of freezing Afghan funds will not be helpful and be reconsidered. Pakistan and Spain want peace in Afghanistan, he said, whereas the Spanish foreign minister articulated a strong aspiration to work closely with Pakistan and other regional countries to help the Afghan people. He said both Pakistan and Spain want constancy, peace in Afghanistan and no spillover effect in the region. He said we want humanitarian aid to reach the Afghan people. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain termed opposition leaders mental dwarfs lacking ability to think beyond their personal interests. Addressing a news conference, he said the opposition leaders were adroit in prolonging cases by seeking frequent adjournments in their corruption cases. They were insular persons and one could not do any good from them, he added. Flanked by Minister for Railways Muhammad Azam Khan Swati and advisor to the Prime Minister on Parliamentary Affairs Dr. Zahiruddin Babar Awan, Fawad said the opposition should know that strengthening parliament would eventually strengthen the people of Pakistan. He said the opposition, especially former Prime Minister Shahid Khaqan Abbasi and his cohorts, were trying to make constitutional amendments relating to the use of electronic voting machine in the next general election controversials. The minister said the opposition used to clamoring about rigged polls after losing every election, and obviously it seemed that no party was satisfied with the electoral system. Referring to the internal rifts within the multi-party opposition alliance, Pakistan Democratic Movement, he mocked the opposition for washing its dirty linen in public. He said Maulana Fazlur Rahman was criticizing the Pakistan People Party chairman, while Bilawal Zardari reciprocated by criticizing Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz. Pakistan International Airlines to resume flight operation to Kabul on Monday. PIA will recommence its flight operation to Kabul on September 13 as the first flight will leave for Afghanistan capital on Monday at 7:30 am. The CIA Aviation Authority of Afghanistan permitted PIA to land at the Kabul airport. According to a statement, the PIA spokesperson said that the national carrier finished the arrangements for the Kabul flight operation in which Airbus 320 aircraft will be used. Furthermore, the PIA management declared to function special flights to Najaf, Baghdad and Damascus on the occasion of Arbaeen. The spokesperson announced that PIA will operate direct flights to the set destination from Lahore, Karachi and Islamabad. According to the flight schedule, 8 flights will be operated from Karachi to Najaf, 3 flights to Damascus and 1 flight to Baghdad. Moreover, 3 flights will be operated from Lahore to Najaf, 1 each to Baghdad and Damascus. From the federal capital Islamabad, 1 flight will be departed to Najaf, the spokesperson added. The special flight operation on Arbaeen will be started from September 17 to 24. Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa on Friday presided over the Corps Commander Conference at the GHU, the military media wing stated. According to the ISPR, the participant took a comprehensive review of the global, regional and domestic security environments. The forum was appraised on the prevalent situation in Afghanistan, especially security along Pak-Afghan border and effective safeguards in place against various threats. Chief of Army Staff expressed satisfaction over the efficiency of the comprehensive border management regime, due to which Pakistan's border and internal security remained intact amid a crisis situation in the region. Chief of Army Staff appreciated the Army's support and role toward the overall evacuation and transit-related effort undertaken in support of evacuation of foreign and Afghan populace from the Afghanistan to other countries. Reiterating Pakistan's firm commitment to peace, Chief of Army Staff said constructive engagement and sustained humanitarian support for Afghanistan by the whole community is imperative for enduring peace and stability. Close cooperation amongst all regional stakeholders is essential for a prosperous and peaceful region, the forum emphasized. The designs of external and internal forces inimical to peace and stability in Pakistan shall be thwarted at all costs, Chief of Army Staff concluded. Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz is divided on the idea of moving a non-confidence motion against Prime Minister Imran Khan at the centre and Chief Minister Usman Buzdar in Punjab. The Shehbaz Sharif camp is in favour of moving a non-confidence motion against PM Imran Khan and CM Buzdar, but the Nawaz Sharif Sharif camp left by PMLN Vice President Maryam Nawaz is not in favor of such a move, sources told BOL News. It is pertinent to mention that PPP chairman Bilawal Bhutto Zardari has time and again said that the PTI government at the centre of Punjab can be ousted by the opposition via a non-confidence motion. PPP chairman Bilawal Bhutto Zardari is in touch with PMLN President Shehbaz Sharif and they regularly discuss political developments, confirmed sources from both the parties. They also shared that the two leaders had also spoken on the telephone on September 4 to discuss the appointment of the Election Commission of Pakistan members and future strategy. It cannot be ruled out that they also discuss a number game if no confidence motion is moved against PM Imran in centre and in Punjab against CM Buzdar, a senior PMLN leader told BOL News. Meanwhile, PPP Central Executive Committee member Chaudhry Manzoor has also confirmed what sources had told BOL News about PMLN. It seems that Shehbaz camp is in favor of moving a non-confidence motion against Imran Khan and Usman Buzdar, but it is evident that the other camp of PMLN led by Maryam Nawaz is definitely not in the favor of it, said Manzoor. Osman Mirza and 8 other co-accused judicial remand have been extended by the session court in a case relating to harassment and torture of a couple. The remand was extended by Judge Atta Rabbani for 6 days and directed Adiala jail authorities to produce them on the next hearing on September 16. The challan was submitted by the investigation officer in the court. Previously, Islamabad police directed an identification parade of 3 suspects who had performed in the video of the couple who was tortured and extorted by the Osman Mirza gang member. Police held the identification parade of 3 suspects, including 2 who were filming the video and 1 more who was guarding the apartment's door. According to the sources, the affected people was called to Adiala jail to recognize the suspects. Sources added that a report concerning the identification parade of the suspects was made part of the case challan. Sui Southern Gas Pipeline Limited announced the suspension of gas supply to non-export industry and CNG stations in Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. A scheduled gas supply deferral for 3 days starting from September 12 Sunday 6 pm to Saturday 15 Wednesday 12 am midnight declares Sui Northern Gas Pipeline Limited. The gas supplies will be stopped to CNG stations, general, non-export and cement industry across Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa provinces, stated the notification. The gas supply will be sustained to the export industry, added the SNGPL spokesperson. Furthermore, a memorandum has been delivered by the gas supply company stated that the export industry will be given 10% of the total volume of gas supply. The Central Power Purchasing Agency has agreed to upward modification in the electricity bills due to the fuel prices for September bills. The Federal Power Regulator has approved making unit of power 1.38 rupees higher in September bills, whereas this revision in bills is only limited for this month. This is carried out against the fuel adjustment for the month of July, stated National Electric Power Regulatory Authority. The CPPA asked for a 1.47 rupees per unit upsurge in electricity prices, but it was only given rupees 1.38, stated Power Regulatory NEPRA. According to the notification, the regulatory had held a fuel cost regulation public hearing on September 1 as well. Earlier, NEPRA fined worth rupees 28 million on Sukkar Electric Power Company after holding it answerable for the deaths of 11 citizens from electrocution between July 2019 and November 2020. Furthermore, a fine worth 28 million rupees has been levied on Sukkar Electric Power Company by NEPRA due to 20 electrocution deaths between the period of July 2019 and November 2020. Pakistan cricket team's training session has been called off due to heavy rain in Rawalpindi this afternoon. According to Pakistan Cricket Board, the team's first training session before the one-day international series against New Zealand has been cancelled. The weather forecast Rawalpindi informed that the city is expected to receive rain till tomorrow. However, there is no prediction of rain on match days that are 17th, 19th and 21st September. The New Zealand team will reach Pakistan tomorrow after 18 years and will land in Islamabad. After the ODI series, New Zealand and Pakistan will play 5 T20 from 25th September to 3rd October at Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. Argentina captain Lionel Messi scored twice to break Pele's record and become the leading international goal scorer in the history of South America football on Thursday. The Paris Saint-Germain forward opened the scoring for Argentina in their World Cup qualifier against Bolivia at the Monumental Stadium in Buenos Aires to tie Pele's mark of 77 international goals. The 34-year-old then struck his 78th international goal on 64 minutes to give Argentina a 2-win lead. Messi's double came in his 153rd appearance for Argentina. The former Barcelona star's great rival Cristiano Ronaldo holds the outright record for goals scored in international football with 111 from 180 games. Thursday's match in Buenos Aires comes 4 days after Argentina's game against Brazil on Sunday was suspended due to COVID-19 controversy. The Federal Board of Revenue and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Revenue Authority decided to share data and info for the understanding of maximum profit. To search profit and potential, the FBR and KPRA would exchange expressive apparatus on agriculture income tax. Both sides decided to iron out changes relating to sales tax and service associated with 5 significant sectors including constructions, restaurants, transport, communication and toll manufacturing. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Board of Revenue senior member and senior associate also joined the meeting. In the meeting, the matters of mutual interest between the Federal Board of Revenue and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Revenue Authority were deliberated. The FBR chairman repeated his commitment to growing a close working association between FBR and KPRA. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Finance Minister hoped that both FBR and KPRA would grow a lasting system to build close collaboration for the purpose of recognizing potential taxpayers and growing revenue. The National Electric Power Regulatory Authority agreed to a hike of 1.38 rupees per unit in electricity prices. As per a notification issued, the fuel price modification will be valid only on the bills for the month of September 2021. Further, that the fuel price adjustment will be applicable to all customers excluding Lifeline and K Electric. The Central Power Power Purchasing Agency had demanded NEPRA for a surge of 1.47 rupees per unit. The authority held a public hearing on September 1, 2021 and accepted surges in power tariffs. Pakistan's most adored couple Minal Khan and Ahsan Mohsin Ikram, who had announced their engagement earlier this year, have officially tied the knot in a lavish wedding ceremony last night in the presence of family, friends and fellow stars. Minal Khan made a scene-stealing bride in a traditional all-red ensemble. She opted for some dazzling jewelry to perfect her old-world glamour look. Her subtle, dreamy bridal look with soft, dusky eyes and ruby red lips was eye-catching and flawless. From Miss to Mrs., the actress has officially changed her last name to Minal Ahsan on her Instagram handle. Both the newlyweds shared the most awaited wedding shoot on their separate Instagram handles and left fans gushing over them. "Now you're officially mine forever, Mr. and Mrs. Ahsan Ikram," captioned the Jalan starlet. From Best Buds, Sabur Ali, Kinza Hashmi, Ali Ansari, Amna Ilyas and others have joined to bless Minal's union. Some other celebrities including Ariba Habib, Shagufta Ejaz, Fahad Sheikh, Ikra Aziz, Nida Yasir, Sabah Faisal and Urusa Siddiqui was also seen all smiling posing for the camera. Umar Sharif is currently suffering from cancer and doctors recommended him to go abroad for better treatment. Sharif requests PM Imran Khan to help him in the travelling process so that he can go easily without wasting any time. Celebrities also came in support of Sharif and request PM Imran Khan for regarding his treatment. Celebrities also came in support of Sharif and requested PM Imran Khan regarding his treatment. Nausheen Shah took to Instagram and shared an emotional note. Aima Beg shared a video on her Instagram story. Aisha also took social media and shared her emotions on the video. Nida Yasir's viral video is creating a buzz on social media platforms. In the video, she wrongly interrupted Formula 1 car. Recently, one of the two guests who were invited to the show has spoken up about the incident. The student's name is Mohammad Shariq Wakar, who said that he is one of the students and the team leaders who manufactured Formula 1 electric cars. He said that it was unfortunate that Nida Yasir came to the show without any homework. For these types of shows, it requires some sort of research and knowledge. He also addressed with the followers that he has been following the entire viral situation related to their interview and enjoying the comedic memes. He stated that all satire done with good intention is always loved and appreciated, but when it is used in a humiliating manner, then it is condemnable. He further said that he strongly condemns Indian TV channels and Twitter users who use the platform in a humiliating manner. He stated the public should support them and talk about their achievements so that the rest of the world is aware of Pakistan's true talent. He also praised fans for making them viral again.
बोल ब्रीफ्स की वीडियो सबसे पहले देखने के लिए बोल ब्रीफ्स के चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन पर क्लिक करना ना भूलें।